This is the Pranic process online, the third day of it. I'm really happy to see you. And today we speak about immunity, how to build immunity, how to boost up your immune system. So everybody, let's see how the sound doesn't echo. Okay, so I know this is a very hot topic of this season or this year. It's really important that we build immunity as much as possible these days, especially, not only because there's a whole pandemic in the world, but especially because it's spring. And in spring, generally, people tend to shift a lot energetically. So you tend to have a bigger boost of energy. You tend to have modification in your energy field. You tend to go out more. You tend to stay and spend more time in nature or outside. The sun is different and your body changes. Because your body changes and you have new aspects of your physical body unraveling, you tend to always manifest some flu system around spring and autumn when the season change. So many people now, regardless the pandemic in the world, but many people now in spring usually manifest flu system or lower immunity, just because your system has to cope and adapt to the changes of nature, to the changes in the natural realm. So that's the first step to look at. Forget about the fact that there's a virus in the world. Forget about the fact that everybody is telling you that you should inject a substance in your body in order to survive. That's an aspect of the situation, but let's look at something else. Let's look at how to power up your immunity naturally in a way that is unbreakable. Like, is anybody talking about this seriously in the medical system and beyond? This is the first step to do, and this is necessary to do in every spring, not just 2020 and 2021, when the situation globally is a bit different. Always when spring comes, you do a big detox, you do body restructuring, you take better care of your body, you prepare for the transformative aspects that come from the sun, from the special energies that come in, and you build up your immunity. That's what we do in spring, normally in a normal civilization. So how to do this, right? This is the topic of today: how to build immunity, how to power up your immune system, your defense system, how to build up your energy. Would you be interested in such things? Because you won't hear me talk about, the general topics that everybody is already approaching, like whether we should inject our bodies for immunity, whether we should be able to travel or not, whether this and that. That's not my field of interest at all. I am interested in natural health, natural buildup of energy, and natural upgrading. That's what you'll hear me talk about. If you want to talk about Bill Gates, it's fine, but choose some other person. So for me, immunity is something we have naturally. We have it, and there's an endocrine gland that is boosting up our immune system. This endocrine gland is the thymus. The interesting thing is that the thymus is the endocrine gland that is supported by the chakra of heart, by the heart chakra. Very interesting to notice this. In the Hindu system and in the bioenergetic system, there's a direct parallel between the chakras and the endocrine glands. Each chakra has a bridge or a support system that supports each endocrine gland. So we have 7 chakras and 7 endocrine glands mainly in the body. Of course, there are other chakras, but these are the main ones. The endocrine gland that has to do with immunity a lot, the thymus, is supported by the heart chakra. That's where you need to work a lot these days and put a lot of energy and put a lot of light and bring in a lot of healthy, happy feelings and emotions in order to build up your immunity. That's the first step. And this is what we're doing with this 8-day process, you know. Every evening we meet at 8 p.m. We have 1 hour of power where we discuss various topics of how to upgrade your energy, various techniques, and we build up this heart chakra energy with pranic meditations or meditations that do a lot of energy work, a lot of energy clearing and upgrading. So every evening we work on the heart chakra. So this is per se a program that builds up your immunity, and many people that have participated to this program has healed very easily, including the virus of the latest trend now. So building up your immunity, step number 1, power up your heart chakra, work on your heart chakra. For the ones of you who aren't familiar with the chakra work, you don't know where the chakras are and you don't know what they do, and maybe you don't believe they do stuff, you can read some articles about it. It's your energy system, is the system that powers up your whole body. So the way you need to know about your computer, the way you need to know about your car, it would be good to know about your energy system, you know, because it's the thing that basically keeps you alive and helps you manifest your reality. However, if you choose to not believe that there's a chakra system, which some people do choose, you can, however, work with the thymus gland in itself. You can use the tapping that is in the Qigong or the EFT science, and you can tap the thymus a few times and the areas around it, and by tapping and focusing on this area you already energize this area a lot. So this is another simple thing that not necessarily you have to focus on the energy work, but you focus on the physical work, because when you tap the area around a gland or an organ, you naturally activate that organ or gland. So naturally you activate the thymus by tapping it, and that's again another very simple, very powerful technique of upgrading your thymus and building up energy there and releasing those healthy, beautiful immunity hormones that are supporting our health system. So again, a simple technique doesn't have to do necessarily with the energy work. It can be focusing on the physical, you know, you do your physical reality or the endocrine gland here. So these 2 steps, activate your chakra, work on your heart chakra, and work on your thymus. These are the 2 simple beginning steps to build up the immunity. As you can see, we're working from the energetic to the physical. So we're going to talk not only about how to activate the thymus, how to activate your heart chakra, but also we're going to talk about healthy nourishment, detox methods, and other energy ways or nutritional ways to upgrade immunity, including exercise and so on. These are the topics of today. This is what we refer into in this webinar. We're going to be live on Facebook and Instagram for about half an hour max, and then we're going to continue with the people that are already subscribed to this class. So you have the option in the description of the video to join the full webinar of today. That is for about 1 hour and ending with a beautiful immunity and heart energy boosting at the end. So you can join this webinar, or you can join the all 8 webinars. And this gives you access to a full, beautiful energy boosting program where you learn how to power up yourself, how to become stronger and more centered, more intuitive, and more connected with your higher self while you are healthier in your body. We even called it embodiedment because you actually embody your light into your physical vessel. With this program, we learn how to do this, and we learn how to develop the light body, or the body of light, the rainbow body. Okay, so this is the topic of today. I'm placing the link in the comments on Facebook so that you can look at this program and decide whether you want to join this webinar or the full program. If you're on Instagram, this is in bio. So when you go in bio, it opens up an events page, and this shows you the Pranic process online. This is the name of our program. You can see there how you can join us, or you can just say yes in the comments. We include you in the program of today, and then you can make the payments later. This is how you can work with us today. Okay, so back to immunity. We've talked about the heart chakra. We've talked about the thymus and how to activate it by simple tapping. Of course, there's pranayama or a breath work that can activate and enhance the energy there. For example, you can imagine that you breathe through this area as if you had a nose in this area, and you would breathe through directly through your chest or heart chakra, as if you had a nose in the heart chakra, and you would breathe through it. How does this help? Where whenever your attention goes, this is where energy grows. This is a Chinese saying that says where the energy goes, chi will follow. Where your mind goes, chi will follow. If you focus on this area, your energy will focus on this area. And if you also breathe through it, it's even more energy that you build up in that area. As well, the breath work in itself is helping to heal or enhance energy in certain parts of the body, and you can channel your breath or focus your breath in those specific areas to build up that specific energy and develop it or energize it or heal it. So when you breathe in the chest area, you not only fill your lungs that are already there, but you also develop the energy around your thymus and power it up, right? Which brings you more immunity. For those of you who think that this is not possible, just imagine that everything is energy, because your molecules and atoms that make up your body are actually energy, and that's why you are all made of energy, including your denser aspect, which is your physical body. But above and beyond this physical body, there's also an energy system, of course, which is composed by your auric field and chakras. And I highly recommend that you learn about the chakras, because this is essential for your evolution and for your understanding on how to create your reality. We're actually having a 7 sessions healing program, one-on-one, so individually. You work with me directly to learn and empower your chakra system and also heal your chakras, because all the aspects in your life are actually coming from the chakras and from the way they function, and everything you manifest in your life is a reflection of how your chakras are. So when we go through each chakra and we heal them and energize them and release the traumatic experiences and stuck energies from them, you can actually have a completely upgraded life. So this is what we do in the one-on-one healing program, which is called the 7 chakra program. To learn about it and learn how they work is essential for your spiritual evolution and personal development. It's the saying of now know thyself and you will know the universe, which actually refers to knowing your energy system and your subconscious and all that. And remember that when you want to change your life, just affirmations aren't enough, because you don't only need to work with your mind, you need to work with your whole energy system, which is not only in your head. And just working with the subconscious is really not enough. You plant some things there, but if you plant beautiful flowers over a whole garden of weed, guess what? They wouldn't be able to grow so beautifully. So you have to take the weed off, which is the old programming and trauma, and plant new beautiful flowers and new programs and new ideas and new ways of looking at life after you've plucked the boring stuff or the stuff that's no longer serving you. So that's how we work in our therapy, is we work first by plucking up all the programming and junk stuck in the energy centers and in the subconscious, and then we start to plan new programs, new codes, if you will, that help us function differently and upgrade our life completely. That has been the parenthesis. Since we were talking about the chakra system, back to the chakras now. I'm going to also place a link in the comments of the Facebook video to help you know more about the chakras right away. So we were talking about immunity. For the ones who are joining anew, we're talking about immunity. We're referring on how to build up your immunity and how to have a healthier system through energy work, as well as through nutritional aspects and exercise aspects. And we will be together on Facebook for about 10 more minutes. So the ones who want to join, and Instagram, the ones who want to join the full thing, make sure you join it by clicking the link in the comments or in bio if you're on Instagram, and joining it on Zoom with our other participants. So 3 things we've shared. The focusing on the heart chakra and filling the heart chakra up with love, tapping the thymus area to amplify the energy in the thymus, because thymus is the gland that supports immunity, and breath work that focuses on the chest area and thymus area specifically. You can even imagine that you breathe through the thymus or breathe through the heart chakra, and that brings more energy to it. These are the simple methods that everyone can do everywhere. Even when you're driving or feeding the kids, you can still breathe through your heart. That's very simple. Let's jump now to nutritional aspects, because very, very important now, as you've heard everywhere, is to have enough vitamin C and enough vitamins and minerals in general in order to support your immunity. And I know we're talking a lot about pranic nourishment and how to be nourished by light energy or chi, but before we get there, all of us as civilization, we have to know how to feed ourselves harmoniously, and this is something that I like to talk about. Who is interested in this topic? I want to know in the comments. Maybe type your yeses if you're interested and want to know more, and also type questions, because for 10 more minutes we can also take questions. Don't miss out on this. It's an important topic. I know all of you are thinking of it. I know all of you are worrying whether you should inject your body or not. So please, make the best of this moment now, because now we're here with you. Okay, so looking forward for the questions. And before we jump into questions, let's think about what you put in your body in terms of nourishment. Everybody is eating much too much and much too heavy for what the body needs now, especially because it's spring going to summer, more sun outside, more warmth and heat even in certain areas of the globe. You don't need that much food. This is the first step. Lighten up your diet. Lighten up your diet from wherever you want if you want to have a better immunity. That doesn't mean that you have to starve yourself or fast excessively. That will dim down your immunity actually. But lighten up your diet and put good nutritious aspects, foods in your body. That's the first step for good immunity. What I always recommend to people, especially when in a pranic process, but whenever you want to detox and upgrade your energy, is go lighter and go on liquids as much as possible. Here in this cup, I have a beautiful turmeric ginger orange drink that I'm drinking since 6 months ago constantly. And I'm always drinking this mix. It's a very powerful energy booster and immunity booster. It has a lot of vitamin C, it has a lot of nutrients, and it cleans up my digestive system all the time. Even if I'm not eating solid foods, I still drink it when I'm not eating solid foods because it helps me a lot to power up and energize my digestion. So I highly recommend you to make combinations in your blender or juices that include these 4 things: pineapple, oranges, or citrus fruits of all kinds, like grapefruit and tangerines and all that has vitamin C, limes, lemons, and all that. Squeeze it, drink it, enjoy it. So pineapple, all citrus fruits, ginger, lots and lots of ginger, guys. It's very good. Unless you have a condition in your body that keeps you from having ginger, if it causes you any dysfunction, have a lot of ginger at all times. Put it in your salads, put it in your blender, put it in your juicer, put it everywhere you can, because it's a power plant. And last but not least, chili and paprika. Of course, these can be blended, these 4 things can be blended together. I have a daily drink composed of pineapple, paprika, chili, and pieces of mango sometimes, that I blend together with some coriander, and it's amazing for everything: digesting, clearing, energizing, vitamin C boosting, all that stuff. So try it and tell me how it feels for you. So I'm saying it again: pineapple, paprika, chili, coriander, and you can add, according to your taste, you can add mango or apple or carrots. You can add stuff like this, but these 4 ingredients I'm always putting in, and ginger. This is a power drink per se. Drink it every day. Make several shots of it and drink it every day. It by itself powers up your immunity sky high. So if you only do this, and it's, I believe, a lot for your immune system, and add some tapping and some breath work, some chakra work. Again, another thing is oregano oil. If you haven't done any detox before and you haven't done any parasite cleansing or stuff like this, take oregano oil for at least 21 or 30 days. Of course, check with some naturalist doctor. They might have some specification to tell you according to your condition, according to any medication that you have, or if you have some stomach ailments or stuff like this. But for the healthy people, oregano oil is holy. Don't take it as it is. Don't put it directly in your mouth from the oil bottle. That would be very disturbing. But try to put in some capsules or in a tablespoon, put some drops, 2 or 3 drops of oregano oil and olive oil or honey, and mix it together and then take it. The best is to put it in capsules, like vegan capsules, like for pills. Put oregano oil and olive oil there and swallow it, because if you take it in your mouth, it burns a little bit. It's good for clearing the whole thing, but it's not so tasty. Oregano oil for at least 21 days. Don't take it for months. Somebody, I told him about it and he took it for 6 months. It's way too much. You need to pause after 3 or 4 weeks. Check also when you buy it, it has to be for internal use, not for massage. So don't take massage oil orally, it will cause damage to your body. Take oregano oil that is used for internal use, you know, for swallowing, and take it for, you know, read on the description of the product, or check with the person that sells it, you know, in the shop, to see how much and how often you need to take it, and maybe check with your physician to know if you have any ailments that might prevent you from taking it, because I know for certain stomach ailments it can be problematic. But it's a very, very good detox, parasite cleansing, immune boosting, and it does a lot of things to unwanted bacteria. So you want to take it if you want the viruses to not stick to you, right? Any viruses, actually. Lemon oil is also very good for these types of viruses that give you a flu in the season. Propolis, I don't know if this is the right pronunciation in English, you know, that thing that comes from bee, but you can use it. Propolis, I think it's the right pronunciation. Take it, you know, spray it in your throat if you have any sour throat or any problems there, or even take it with a tablespoon with some honey or some in your tea even. It's very, very good for immunity, bacteria, kills germs, kills viruses, and so on. If you do these 3 things plus the energy work and tapping, you're good to go. And this is something to do at all times, not only when it's spring or flu or pandemics. This is something to include in your daily life. I include these drinks in my daily life, and I have them now for a year constantly. I've started in March last year when I was in India with this pineapple drink, and I'm still doing it to this day, every day. So have it as a lifestyle, not as a occasional habit. It will build up your immunity on long term. Another thing is not eat crappy stuff that dims down your immunity. All the junk food, all the heavy stuff, all the meat. Quit meat, like quit meat now because it does a lot of heavy stuff to your digestive system, and it dims down your immunity. Immunity is also very important in the colon, in the digestive tract and the colon. It has to do with how good your bacteria are over there, and that's why you need to take probiotic foods or drinks and foods that build up the good bacteria in your gut, because there is another center of immunity. Your gut system is essential, and you need to help it with sauerkraut juice, which is also good for detox. Take as much as you can, at least 1 cup per night of sauerkraut juice. I recommend it during evening time because you need to go to the bathroom a lot. It wouldn't be easy during the day. Most people go to the bathroom after this. So take it in the evening when you're at home and don't have guests, so that you can really do your detox and your bathroom time. Sauerkraut juice is very, very good for vitamin B, vitamin C, probiotic, and so much more. And you can also have vegan yogurt. I always recommend vegan yogurt because I don't take animal products, but yogurt in general is good probiotic. Nowadays, really, you don't know what you eat when you eat yogurt that comes from animals, so it's best to choose the vegan yogurt. At least you know it's made from almonds or coconut and it's natural. I have here in Romania a good supplier that makes it naturally, and it's really thick and beautiful, the almond yogurt that we have. So this is what I prefer as a probiotic drink. If you add some coriander and some salt and some cumin, you make a very beautiful drink called lassi in India, and that's very good probiotic from the Indian Ayurvedic system. So that's another thing. Help your colon by keeping it clean. Do some colonics, do some cleanses with psyllium and sauerkraut juice and so on, and take care of it. Then don't clutter it again with heavy food and meat food and animal products that build mucus and all that stuff, because this is where you need to build healthy bacteria to keep your immunity high, and also this is where you need to absorb your nutrients. So if your colon is cluttered, you cannot absorb the nutrients that you need. For this process, and we're ending the video right now, I don't see any questions. For this process, we recommend at least 3/3 of your daily intake to be liquid. So blend your salads, blend your whatever your fruits, blend them instead of chewing them. Blend or extract juices, and don't have more than one very light meal per day, or no solid meal per day would be an interesting thing to do for at least 8 days where we have this process. It would clear up your system. It helps your digestive system rest and build energy, because it has been demonstrated that when you rest your digestive system with fasting or liquid diet, you have 400 to 500% more melatonin than you have in the brain. So basically, it upgrades your melatonin production, which upgrades your ATP, which also regulates immunity and energy in your body. And we've talked about all these things in the Pranic World book, the book that I've written about all the discoveries we've found with breatharianism and pranic nourishment so far. It will be continued. There's a new book coming in from this series, but the Pranic World book, now you find it in Kindle version and Amazon, and you have all the scientific facts and the down-to-earth explanations on how to lighten up the diet and detox your body and survive without eating a lot. So yeah, lighten up and give your digestive system a rest. That's another important thing to build immunity. Detox all you can. I named the oregano oil. Green tea is also very good for detoxing. Juices and extracts of all kinds, even fruit smoothies of all kinds, are detoxing and powering up your energy system. And a lot of love, guys. That also helps, you know, a lot of love. When you open up your heart, when you spread your love and you receive love from your dear ones, from your partner, or universal love, that's very good for immunity booster. And we're going to continue now with the love enhancing meditation to boost immunity. We're doing this with our participants. If you want to be with us, just click the link in bio, see the pricing and how to participate, or and it's also in the description of the video, or just type yes, we include you, you pay later if that's not a problem for you, because you don't want to miss out on this meditation. And to repeat the recipe of the one who asked me, yes, golden milk is really good, but the recipe that I told is ginger, pineapple, paprika, chili, and a pinch of coriander. This is what I use as daily drink or meal. Big hugs to all. Blessings, and see you next time, whenever that is. And participate to the whole thing if you feel called to. Hi.